Hello guys, and welcome here to the Lyft National Series race number, oh my god, I don't even know. I'm sorry guys. Anyway, but we're here today from Atlanta for race number 17. I'm Brian here in the booth with you. Starting from the pole will be Austin Shaw in the number 48, and 2 is outside will be the number 11 of Cliff Clark. As we get going here today, we have exactly 10 more races until the Lyft National Series playoffs get underway. That, of course, I believe will happen it'll happen at Gateway for race number 27. So we still got a little ways to go. And of course, a lot of big races to decide that. One more double points race in there, should I know. But of course, the attention on today, and of course, the big thing to keep in mind is these guys want to get as much points as they can, because next race, we split the field and add some one-race contract drivers to fill out the field at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the road course event. So big weekend coming next weekend, and of course the top 19 will be in one race, the bottom 19 in the points will be in the other. But of course we'll get to that next week here on GCN. Meantime, the attention here at Atlanta, as we will roll the intro. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineup. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Welcome back. The starting lineup, it'll be on the left-hand side of your screen as we get ready to go racing here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Of course, we're in the midst of a long weekend, as in just a few hours from now, 3.5 to be exact, we'll have the Gel Cup Series race here, the 400-mile race here, and then of course the 500-mile on Sunday. But pace cars off. Cliff Clark, Austin Shaw. Green flag is out. We're underway at Atlanta. Austin Shaw hangs on for the opening lap. Of course, this race just slightly longer than yesterday's Hitachi truck race, or last night's Hitachi truck race, I should say. Again, the Cup Series going to be racing here in just a few hours for their first race. This will be the short one for the first one, then the long one tomorrow. Of course, as mentioned, after today we go to the Indianapolis road course. As you see, the battle for the lead is on, and Sebastian Bennett will take the lead. As mentioned, the Indianapolis Road Course is the next race. Then, of course, we go to Lucas Oil. That'll be a midweek race, I believe. And then, of course, we've got Pocono on tap. Then we go to North Wilkesboro, another midweek race. Memphis and Darlington, those are all coming your way very soon here on GCN, which is, of course, the future home for Tinkle Group Gaming. Battle is on again for the race lead. You see Austin Shaw will get the lead back to that inside lane. Some of these guys going to be exhausted tonight, without a doubt. Sebastian Bennett and Austin Shaw, I believe, will both be racing later today, or tonight rather, under the lights in Atlanta. Nice, Pretty Shaw up to second. Pretty Shaw trying to close in on your race leader right now. Again, as mentioned, this track very brutal on these guys, which is going to make for probably the most brutal doubleheader we have all weekend, or all season for the Gel Cup Series. The caution is out. Wreck in turn 1. 16, Ben Crouch. The 5 of Kyle Orlando. The 02, Matt Klein. They bring out our first caution here as we're back at the line. And I guess we'll see if we have pit stops. But while we do that, why don't we go side by side and show you what happened to bring out the first. Well, actually, real quick, let's see if they do pit before we go side by side. Looks like they'll pit. So let's go side by side, show you what happened. 02, Matt Klein, he has a bit of an issue, as you see there. He gets slammed into by the 31 of Alexander Rowe, and then the 16, Ben Crouch, nowhere to go. 5, Kyle Orlando, nowhere to go. And same for the 07 of Nicole Hill. And while you may notice in the side-by-side, I think they just drove by the 02. He's still up on the jack stand there. But a tough break for Matt Klein. It brings out our first caution here at Atlanta. We'll take you back to the green in just a moment. Getting ready for the restart. Ben Crouch, Alexander Rowe done for the day, but it'll be Pretty Shaw, Nick Lange, Austin Shaw, Dave James, Dylan Young. That's your top 5. Then 6, you got Dan Hummel. 7, Steve Johnson. 8, Tim Horton. 9th, Sebastian Bennett. And then 10th is Samet Ozkan. Pace car is off. Pretty Shaw will lead us to the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're back underway at Atlanta. Nick Lange to the lead. Of course, we're 1/3 of the way through today's event, and now Nick Lange is the leader. Dylan Young back there as well in the number 2. But here comes the 19, Pretty Shaw, once again battling for the lead. Kind of the same as yesterday's truck race, where we just see a lot of passing. Look at this. Now the 2 all over the back of the 19. Again, we mentioned how rough this track is. Of course, the track in real life undergoing a repave and a resurface and of course a renovation to the track. Look at the battle for second. That's on Dylan Young, Pretty Shaw. And Dylan Young looks to have it for now. Now Dylan Young looking for the lead here, and he's going to get it. Dylan Young, of course, the Cup Series veteran. Running triple duty this weekend. He'll be running in the Cup race later. But right now, his attention here on the Lyft National side. Dave James looking for second. He'll get it, and now he's going to look for the race lead himself. See Dave James trying to put the pressure on the leader. Dylan Young not budging rather. Saw the 51 pitting. And that'll beg the question, who else will join in pitting? Of course, they should be able to get to the finish if they pit within the next lap or so. This will bear watching. Looks like they're slowing down. The 2 front runners are. The 4 is not. So Gene Sanford will go to the race lead for now. Tim Horton up to second. Dan Hummel to third. Battle for second. Dan Hummel gets it. And I imagine the 4, the 25, and the 61 will pit this time. And they will. 51 is off. All eyes are going to be on the 2 and the 65 here. They'll battle their way off, and it looks like the 2 of Dylan Young will regain the front spot for now. Where is the 51? There he is. Is this the race for the lead? because it looks like the undercut is going to work. See, the 4 is out and away. She has a slow stop. Jean Sanford. As Tim Horton, Dan Hummel get out in front of her. Nick Lange cycles out to the race lead for now. So top 3, Nick Lange, Dylan Young, Dave James. Ten laps of racing to go. Can the 51 hang on? And does he have enough fuel? Here we go. Dylan Young is closing on your race leader. See how valuable that draft is here at Atlanta. And the battle for the lead is on. To the inside goes the 2. He's not going to be able to hang on. See right there, they all get around the O2. My apologies. Here we go. Dave James is coming into the picture now, so the 2 has got to move. And he knows that. And he's trying his best through the middle of the corner. He backs it up. And how's about that? Dylan Young to the lead for now. Dave James in this battle. He has not won yet this season. Would love to get a victory. We got 5 laps to go this time. Can Dylan Young hang on? Here goes Nick Lange. He blocks the run from the 65, and the 65 looks deeper inside, won't make the move. Four to go. Here goes the 65. Dead ahead, they've got the 5 of Kyle Orlando. That is off the pace. Now Dave James to second with 3 laps of racing to go. How's about we put up Zach Fitzwater's face? It's a lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's Angriness. And right there, Kyle Orlando making trouble for the race leaders. Dave Hashey is back there in 4th now. But thankfully the top 3 will get through that. As we come to 2 laps to go. The 65 knocking on the door. But now he's under pressure from Nick Lange, which is probably what Dylan Young wants to see right now. And that's exactly what he wants to see, because now Dylan Young's going to be able to pull away just a little bit. The white flag is out this time. It's going to be 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. Dylan Young, the leader. But here comes the 65. This might not be over yet. For Dylan Young, he's been a Cup Series veteran. He's made the playoffs a few times, not necessarily won a championship. This season, though, he might just make it on the Lyft National side. Is out of turn 4. Dylan Young is going to win at Atlanta. Congratulations to the 2 team. That should give him some needed momentum. As now, we're just a few short hours away from the Gel Cup doubleheader kicking off. Congratulations to Dylan Young. We want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you results and your standings, and we'll see you next weekend for the Indianapolis Road Course. Till then, goodbye, everyone.